get your body right, that's presidential fitness. Wanna get your booty tight, that's presidential fitness. And the star is born with the unicorn at Presidential Fitness.
That's right, Presidential Fitness, where they offer men's and women's fitness classes, jiu-jitsu, youth classes, and even high-intensity workouts. So if you need to get your body right, come see us at Presidential Fitness, located at 4179 West Jefferson.
If you wanna get your body right, that's Presidential Fitness. Wanna get your booty tight, that's Presidential Fitness. And the star is born with the unicorn at Presidential Fitness and Female Emporium.
Oh, come on, Coach. What's up, man? What up, Hood Morning America? And it's your host, Trash Pandacoot, up in this mud. February 2nd, 2026. Welcome to Black History Month. You feel me? Once again, we will be discussing everything from a melanated standpoint, you dig? If you like what you hear, go on, hit that subscribe, like, follow, share, all the things that help us creators, get out to the world and the people. So our outline today is we'll be discussing the Sonia Massey sentencing. We have a century of Black history to talk about, as well as TikTok Black History Month. We'll then go over to 217 Local Vibes and talk about the UIS opening ceremony, as well as farm to table funding and the 1908 projects. And as far as culture and tech, we're going to talk about engagement for the word John. You know what I'm saying? Where that comes from and how they applying it. Comic book corner and a nostalgia alert, as well as a closing quote today. So, we're going to hit up another sponsor before we get all up in that, and we will be right back. You feel me?
Laddies, are you getting beat up in school? Your stepfather giving you the business? Maybe your mom is keeping your home chocker-blocked full of chiselers. If you want to learn self-defense and just be an all-around badass, come down to McGregor McKnuckle Pits and learn the McKnuckle Pit method.
Certain punch. What, you want to steal my potato?
Real strong. Stronger than Lagavulin.
John!
I'll do you just the same one. John!
Word up. And we are back. So, to jump it off today, we going into the Sonia Massey sentencing, a major local update for Springfield. Former Deputy Sean Grayson was recently sentenced to 20 years for the 2024 killing of Sonia Massey. and we are going to discuss that. We're moving from a big picture to something deeply personal for our community in Springfield. We've been following Sonya Massey since day one, and this past week we finally saw a measure of accountability in the courtroom. Former Deputy Sean Grayson, the man who took Sonya Massey's life in 2024, has been sentenced to 20 years in prison. 20 years, y'all. For those that are new to the story or need a refresher, Sonya Massey, a beloved mother of the community member, was killed during a routine traffic stop in Springfield 2 years ago. It wasn't a traffic stop. She called him to the crib, to her house. Traffic stop makes it seem like they was out in the car or something. So I'm just, clarifying that. The details of the night were horrific, leading to widespread protests, calls for justice, and a rallying cry that echoed beyond our city's limits. After a grueling trial, Grayson was convicted of reckless homicide. The sentencing last week brought a mix of emotions to the community. On one hand, there was a sense of relief for many who demanded accountability. This isn't a slap on the wrist. 20 years is a significant amount of time, a rare outcome in cases where law enforcement officers are held responsible for civilian deaths. That's crazy. It's a significant amount of time and a rare outcome in cases where law enforcement officers are held responsible for civilian deaths. A rare outcome. That's crazy. But on the other hand, for Sonya Massey's family, for her children, and for many advocates, there's an undeniable question. Is 20 years enough for a life taken? Will it truly be closure? Can any amount of time truly heal a wound that deep? Speaking with some members of the Illinois Black Caucus following the sentencing, and the general sentiment is that while this conviction and sentence are a step forward, they underscore how much further we still have to go in achieving true law enforcement accountability. They emphasize that this case should not be an anomaly, but a standard when officers abuse their power. The caucus is already drafting new legislation aimed at strengthening oversight boards and ensuring more robust independent investigations for incidents involving law enforcement. What does this mean for us in Springfield? It means the conversation doesn't end with a gavel strike. It means we keep demanding transparency, we keep demanding justice, and we keep showing up for our community. The fight for true systemic change continues. We want to hear from y'all on this. What does the Sonya Massey sentencing mean to you and your family? Hit us up on socials, hashtag Hood Mourning America, DM us. Come on and comment, you know what I'm saying? We will respond to everything. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're shifting gears to look at Black history and why the 100th anniversary feels more critical than ever before, especially with what's happening nationally, with ICE agents, National Guards, those sort of things. Let's take it from our sponsor, Jerry.
Nigga, you know the fuck this is, nigga. Let me teach you how to make a motherfucking ham sandwich. Now see, nigga, the first thing you're gonna need to do is get you some of this here bounty, nigga. Cause we ain't using no goddamn plates. Bounty, bitch. And then you get you some of that sunbeam white bitch bread, nigga. Make sure that's that king shit. Slap that white bitch down. Throw some of that creamy goodness on that bitch. Make sure it's a heaping helping. Mayonnaise, nigga. If you use Miracle Whip, I'ma whip your ass, nigga. And then you spread that bitch around with a fork. Yes, you do. A fork, cause butter knives are for butter, bitch. That's right. And then you put some motherfucking carving board ham on that bitch, or you put some real shit. Don't fuck around with them deli slices, nigga. And then you slap another white bitch on top of that, nigga. And then you put some jalapeno crunches next to that shit, nigga. And that's what you get, a motherfucking ham sandwich, nigga.
Hell yeah, nigga. Can't do this long because of that.
And we are back. And we're going to get into this young 100 years of Black history celebration. Hold on, brother, trying to find his graphic. You dig? So we are discussing 100 years of Black history. Welcome back. Before the break, we was focused on a very critical and immediate issue for our local community. Now we're going to pull back a bit because this February isn't just about Black History Month. This year marks exactly 100 years since Dr. Carter G. Woodson, a brilliant historian, author, and educator, first launched Negro History Week back in 1926. A full century, one full century. Think about that, 100 years ago. In a nation still deeply segregated, still grappling with the insidious legacy of slavery, Woodson understood the profound power of our stories. He saw that if Black children, if all children, didn't learn about the achievements, struggles, and contributions of African Americans, our history would remain invisible, distorted, or worse, forgotten. He literally said, and I quote, "If a race has no history, if it has no worthwhile tradition, it becomes a negligible factor in the thought of the world and it stands in danger of being exterminated." Powerful words, still resonant today. Negro History Week eventually evolved into the full Black History Month we celebrate today, a nationwide recognition that for decades has been a cornerstone of our cultural calendar. It's a time for celebration, education, and reflection. But here's the thing, fam. Celebrating this centennial in 26 feels different. It feels urgent because as we commemorate 100 years of purposeful Black history education, we are simultaneously witnessing a troubling national trend, excuse me. The dismantling of diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI initiatives, and frankly, a direct attack on how Black history is taught and presented in our institutions. We're seeing state legislators pass laws restricting what can be taught about race in schools. We're seeing budget cuts to programs that support diverse perspectives. And perhaps most jarringly, we're seeing reports of Black history exhibits being quietly removed or watered down at public spaces, including some national parks, supposedly in the name of neutrality or avoiding divisiveness. Neutrality, divisiveness, when the very act of teaching history in its fullness is suddenly controversial. We have to ask ourselves, are we moving forward or are we being pulled backwards? The centennial isn't just a moment to look back at Woodson's vision. It's a call to action to protect it. It's a reminder that Black history isn't just for Black people. It is American history, it is human history, and its continued existence and accurate portrayal are essential for our collective understanding, our empathy, and for shaping a truly equitable future. So this month, as we celebrate, let's also commit to being guardians of our history. Let's speak up, let's educate ourselves and our children, and let's ensure that Dr. Woodson's legacy, 100 years strong, continues to thrive. All right, we got to take another quick break, but when we come back, we're going to lighten the mood a little and talk about how TikTok is stepping up for Black History Month and their new creator showcase. Please do not go anywhere. Anywhere.
Wanna come home to clean, wanna see it sparkling clean, yeah, pure clean, pure clean. Let us get it clean for you, we know you got better things to do, so just let us pure clean. When you wanna come home to clean, wanna see it sparkling clean, yeah, pure clean, pure clean. Let us get it clean for you, we know you got better things to do, so just let us pure clean.
Sparkle up your space with Pure Clean. Serving Springfield, Illinois, we offer top-notch commercial and residential cleaning services. From offices to homes, we make every corner shine. Call 217-441-3109 for a free quote today. Pure Clean, where clean meets perfection.
Ooh, where clean meets perfection, and there was real shit on that floor. Shouts out to Pure Clean. Now, about to shift our young girls to talk about this TikTok. All right. We've talked about the weight of our history and the fight for justice in our streets, but let's talk about where the culture is moving now. You feel me? Now, if you like me, you spend a little too much time scrolling through the clock app, but this month for your page is about to get a major upgrade. You feel me? TikTok has officially launched its 2026 Black History Month Creator Showcase. And check this out. This isn't just a regular campaign. They are celebrating 5 years of the Black TikTok community. Since 2020, the content on Black TikTok has grown by 11 times. We're not just participating in the trends anymore. We are the trends. From the way people talk to the way they cook, it's coming from us. This year, they're spotlighting some heavy hitters you need to be following. At Drea Knows Best, the Nigerian-American queen of comedy who's been on the Forbes top creator list 2 years running. At Joel Burvell, also known as the medical mythbuster. He's a physician using his platform to uncover racial disparities in healthcare, literally saving lives one TikTok at a time. And at One Stop Chop, for my foodies, Davin Gates is serving up recipes and real talk about mental health for veterans. But here's why it matters for us in 217. TikTok just went through a major ownership change here in the US. And there's a lot of fear that we lose the digital green book, this space where Black business and creators actually get paid. Seeing them double down on this showcase is a sign that our digital footprint isn't going anywhere. So your homework for this morning, go follow a new Black creator today. Support a Black-owned business on TikTok Shop. Let's make sure that Buy Black energy stays viral all month. Coming up next, we're wrapping up things with a little nostalgia for the gamers and a quote to get your mind right for the day. Stick around. It's Hood Morning America. You dig? And now a word from our sponsors.
I need a cut. I need a cut. Now text if you need a fresh cut. Text if you need a fade. Text if you need a close cut. Text if you need a shave. Text if you need your head touched. Text if you need a braid. Text if you need your beard done. Text if you need a wave. Don't do it. Just text 217-572-20221. Text 217-572-221. 'Cause I need a cut. Oh! a cut. I need a cut. Oh, I need a cut.
Yeah, shouts to Text the Cut for sponsoring. Now we're going to come up to the 217 wrap up, and then we're going to close out after that. Before we get out of here, though, and start our work week, I got to make sure your calendar is set. We talk a lot about history, but history is happening right now on the corner of 6th and East John. Tonight, Monday, February 2nd at 6 p.m., the University of Illinois Springfield is holding its Black History Month opening ceremony in the Student Union North Ballroom. They're doing a candlelight vigil to honor the culture and the excellence that came before us. If you're a student or just in the area, go touch the soil. It's about connection, healing, and setting the tone for the rest of the month. And speaking of local moves, shouts to State Senator Doris Turner. She just announced a $3.6 million in grants for local food infrastructure. Applications open February 18th. So if you've been trying to get that urban farm off the ground or scale up your food business here in Springfield, the money is moving and don't let it pass you by. Now, for the folks who need some evening vibes, for the TV lovers, tune in to WTV PhD tonight at 8 p.m. for Gabrielle's Daughter. It's an opera about Claire Brown, a Black pioneer who became one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the West while searching for her daughter. It's local PBS, and it's pure excellence. And for all the geeks, check out the local comic shop on Wednesday. Batman / Static Beyond #3 hits the shelves. We're seeing Virgil Hawkins, our boy Static, trying to save Dakota City from a tech villain named Shutdown. Seeing a black lead in the Beyond universe, that's kind of a future we'd like to see. Woo! Well, we're leaving you today with a word from Arthur Schomburg. All right? And it says, the American Negro must remake his past in order to make his future. Dig. The American Negro must remake his past in order to make his future. So remake your day, Springfield. Remake your future. I'm your host, Trash Pandacoot, and this has been Hood Morning America. We will see you next week or this Friday for the weekend wraps and recaps. You can tune in. Holla. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Feel free to leave reactions and post comments, and we will get to them as soon as we can. You know what I mean? That'll do it. Holla back for Hood Morning America.